welcome to the stream, the second stream. It's going to be quite great. It's going to be great. I'm going to be making some people feeling peckish for more music, maybe, but it's going to be great. It's going to be a great stream. No, so this is actually a song that uh, I've been working on for Wrath on Mobius. I'm sure you're familiar with that, Tote. I'm sure you're familiar with this song. I wonder if I am like able to work on this stream while also keeping it discreet. 'Cause, just mentioning that alone, the actual project, song for project name, I wonder if I can keep it discreet. Oh, because this is the next thing that I have in the background while I'm also working on the Doki song, which I'll be showing more of that later. Yeah, I mean, I would hope. I would have to take the stream down if otherwise, but yeah. I think he's alright with it. Hello, Luna. Welcome to the stream. This is the second stream on the channel, and uh, probably gonna do more of these later in the week. I kind of the main reasoning behind doing this stuff is just to like give my work some validity. I feel like that's like the best way I can give it, but I also just like to show some like stuff I'm working on in the background, so I'm not keeping the audience in the dark. I want to be able to showcase this stuff so people get excited. Hello, Fly Fusion. Welcome to the second stream. Uh, or yeah. Welcome to the stream. I'm trying to be as discreet as possible with this because this is actually for a fan game. Uh, that I'm working on, or the song that I'm working on specifically. Yeah, this is like gonna be for a fan game. I did like the lyrics and stuff too. It sounds cool. This track is cool. I was going for like a frontiers kind of thing with it. I was gonna just play it while I was working on this, but I'm also just kind of like experimenting with this mix at the moment. Do 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 do.
It becomes a spoken of a deadly force. It breaks my faith. This is where a hero's will is born. Aches and rage reflects in my eyes, but I will bend the will I break. Above a final way to rise, risk I'm willing to take. I won't back down, set in motion, break the limits of my devotion. Feel the speed sound, even if it means I'll be held bound. Elevated, time's overrated, won't retreat from this devotion. Take fight alone, my destiny is all I know. Spirit of a god, don't follow the code, but never limit, I'm ready to overload. Shaking the most, I'm reading, I'm taking the throne. Still light speed up in the rising, locked on the target, no way I'm denying. Pressure's rising, resistance flying, don't just fight it out, redefine it. Running back to the lane, every it's like a shockwave.
Thanks. Yeah, I've been getting I mentioned it in the past stream that I did. I've been getting a bit better with vocal performances on these songs. So um, I'm glad to hear all the feedback and compliments for that. Lots of dedication towards it, really.
I won't back down, set in motion, break the limits of my devotion. Feel the speed sound, even if it means I'll be held bound. Elevated, time's overrated, won't retreat from this devotion. Take fight alone, my destiny is all I know.
Boom, boom, yes, it's all coming together. Um, this is more so. Uh, I wonder if I could say it without it being too much trouble. This is supposed to be like a supersonic boss fight thing. So, I mean, that's all I can really say about it. Dun, 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 dun. Well, I can't give too much details in it, like I said already, but it's like a supersonic boss fight song, so yeah. I made this cool solo for it. Like, actually recorded a solo. Let me mute the rhythm tracks real quick. Yeah. I'm planning on adding a little bit more to this composition because I don't want it to just end like that. I think this is a good like 3 minutes though. So I don't know. I'm gonna be very contemplative on what I'm gonna do next. Hmm. I mean, to be frank, I think rhythm is also my bread and butter too. I play a lot more technical stuff on like rhythm, and with leads, it's kind of like you're like on leads, it's your general like rock kind of lead. I'm not super technical as a lead guitarist, so I like playing rhythm a lot more than leads. Got some cool leads and serum here. Yes, yes, yes. And you want to hear, I actually wanted to tease some stuff off the album. If you all would like to hear that um, before release, I think it'd be cool to showcase a bit of what's going on. And then after like a song or two, I'm gonna work on the Doki song. I have these placeholder lyrics uh, in the project, so you guys will get to hear that. So if y'all want to see the song names, here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna do a little scroll for you. There you go. Let's look at one I already worked on, or one that's already like public eyes. Which I think I've only shown the first track, third track, fourth track. I showed a whip on YouTube and TikTok for track 7. You know, this one's been on the album. I'm gonna showcase the one. This is Lake of Solitude. It was actually a song I already released on YouTube, but it's going to be remastered for the album. So I'm a one song at a time person, but I have like these random keen moments in like my production time lapse where like I'll get an idea for a song that I have in the background that I'll work on. So sometimes I'll work on like multiple projects in one day. Like I remember when I think it was when I was working on the album that I've been talking about. I worked on like 2 songs in one day. and they're like just little whips of it for the time being. But I've been, you know, after a day or so, I'll be like experimenting on the mix, finding like what's pleasing and what's satisfactory to the ears. I wonder if this will work. There's a lot of stuff I did here, and I had a assistant arranger on this track, so I wonder if there's stuff in here from when I originally worked on it. I'm about to change some of these plugins out. I'm missing some plugins. Or not missing plugins, I'm missing some stuff. Let's do this one. This is usually the good. I think I'm gonna change a bit of some stuff in here too. The attack on that is kind of weird. I might have to mess with that. Been forever since I worked on this. I wonder if I change or no. Give me a second. I'm gonna see if I can find a preset on here that has better attack time for the cellos. There we go. Yeah, I need to change I need to remix the drums too. That was the that was like the preview thing for the presets. The UI is kind of buggy. I was gonna throw some one-shots in for the shells, so I can make the kit sound punchy. Might have to tame it a bit though once I get there. I have some really cool one-shots in here too. There's stuff from Ghost Hack that I have and Joey Sturgis. Can I just tune these to, like, just digitally tuning the shells? I know. I think it's just, honestly, just years of, like, wanting to find the best tonality for shells. I was always, like, really good with, mixing like kits and stuff, but I think the shells, I always had a problem with mixing shells, but I've eventually got to a point where I got better at it. Hold on a second. Might be the mapping too, because I think when I multi-outed the outputs, I think I did something wrong with it originally. I think the cymbals were more tamed. I dropped it down to like -4 decibels. Yeah. I think I have to rearrange the MIDI too, because I think certain like presets in the actual kit changes the mapping of like the MIDI for the cymbals and shell, so I'll probably have to reprogram that a bit as well. I think I'm gonna remix the guitars too. Play the guitars. Use Josh Middleton for this one. Oh yeah, so one thing that is missing out of this originally was the acoustics that were recorded. I will re-record those on a later date, because if I try to record something, I only have like one multi-out for my audio interface. So if I try to record something, it's you guys won't be able to hear the audio in FL, which is, you know, it's a tedious thing, to be frank. I wish I could do stuff like that live, though. It'd be cool.
See the essence of me, blurred out lines of series. Pain is all I know. Havoc binds my heart of woe. Seek the vile mystery. The living past is here to perceive what is all of me. That is all of me.
Yeah, it's he just recognized it by the lyrics. Yeah. I'm sure it was like kind of unrecognizable though. Yeah, it might have been unrecognizable just because of the mix. I remixed it entirely for when I released the album. So it might have, for a moment, it might have been super distinctive from the original mix and all that. But the lyrics, of course, you hear the lyrics like, oh yeah, it's this song.
See the essence of me, blurred out lines of series.
I need to remap the drums. Oh, I see. Probably want like not really a splash, but like a. What audio face do I use? I use a Scarlett Solo, the third gen. It's like the one output, two input interface made by Scarlett. Oh yeah, Focusrite Scarlett Solo. Used this for like a couple of years now. Whatever happened to the Green Mountain song and Doomer? Oh, those tracks. So, you're talking about Sharp S Conifer. So that song is actually going to be an original on the album that I'm working on, and the cover thing was kind of like something I I was working on at a time, and I wanted to make like a full-fledged thing and not just have like, the original instrumental with, you know, my vocals over it. So it's something that's in hiatus at the moment. But whenever I do get back to it, it's gonna, be distinctive. Like it won't just be just like a straight up vocal cover. It'll have like a, an instrumental produced by me and et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, I didn't really think like what would be the purpose of buying the fourth gen if I already have a audio interface that's only you know a generation from before. I think and to be frank, I think it only has like one, like maybe one extra feature that's part of the fourth gen, which really makes it like in contrast, you don't really need to go out and buy another audio interface. At least, in my opinion, for my own consumer experience, I shouldn't go out and buy another audio interface. I think the fourth gen is great to have though. Make sure the MIDI's ramped up correctly. I should record, like, re-record these vocals too, because I think I don't know. I might be able to make a glow up with the with the vocal production or just the vocal performance in general. I've been getting way better at doing vocal performances and studio sessions. So definitely something I should consider. Yeah, I think it's a great entry point to start out with an interface like that. I mean, it's really good if you're a basement producer like me. Or not basement producer, bedroom producer. I think that's what they call them. Like people who work on, you know, music studio wise, but at home. I want to experiment with Misha tones. There's probably some cool lead tones I can experiment in here. I know Adam, like Get Good Adam, has like this kill switch engage kind of tone, and I think it'd be really cool for like a lead. Oh, there's there's Anton's vocals. Let me read that quick. I probably should use. There's a lot of like better plugins, honestly, that I could probably switch out here and use for. Yeah. Yeah, Anton's still on the song. I think there is a couple of. I think there's literally a lead preset in Misha that's called like Sinister Lead or something like that, and it sounds like It sounds like something that Sinister Gates would produce, like tone wise. Let us down to live the story. Not initialized, what? Oh, wait. I know why it's not working. I need to make a new instance. I don't know what's with FL Studio sometimes when you load up contact library. Sometimes the plugins themselves are not initialized. You literally can't work with it until you make a new instance of that plugin in the instrument rack. It's a weird program deficiency. I don't know. Trying to get it to load up. There it goes. Just gotta see. I remember buying this because I had Alway recommend this plugin to me, and I think I've barely touched it since I have like other orchestra stuff that I just feel are they're convenient. You know, they're there for placeholders. But you know, you have plugins like this where you can just experiment the hell out of, you know, the articulation on the, like, you know, on the characteristics of an instrument. Oh, right, crap. Hold on. This is going to be the violin. I gotta set the MIDI up for this. Should be right now. This was made by my assistant arranger. She played like the piano on this section. It's so good too. I love it. A lot of this stuff, like the orchestra composition, it was arranged by the assistant arranger. I think some of these plugins aren't playing though. I'm trying to get the rest of this to play. I have this other orchestra plugin called Studio Strings. Yeah, by Air Music. And sometimes there's like it just doesn't register, or like it's like the sample caching in the plugin is it don't work sometimes. I don't know why, but we're going to use East West instead. So let's play let's do some violins. I think it was like a quartet kind of thing that I wanted for this, so let's see what we can do with that. Oh yeah, Fly. When she was writing this, you know what song she was listening to when, when writing this arrangement? She was listening to Gunslinger, by Avenged Sevenfold. Which is you could hear the same chord progression in this from that song, but you hear it in here. Yeah. What's all using? Okay, it's just the quartet that I got here, so I just need to. I'm just gonna turn it down a little bit. I need to replay that lead too, because I think when I played it, it was, oh my god, it feels like it wasn't even forever ago, but it really was. And I played it on a different guitar, but the guitar didn't really have a good pickup, so you can hear it in there too. Like, let me play it. It like cuts out a lot. Yeah, the pickups were not that great, so it cut out like a lot of times. That's why I have to like compensate by adding like reverb and stuff on it. But I'll probably end up re-recording it, later. So good. I think, let's see how it plays now. This is like... Yeah, it is. I'm probably gonna delay the attack on that. Yeah. Whoa. Miles better. I mean, I was playing this on, or this lead, if I remember correctly. I was playing it on I think it was a Fender, but it's like one of those Fender guitars that's like the pickups were made generally for like cleaner tones. So when you try to play it on on an amp that has like distortion modules, it just doesn't work. It just don't work. Like it was cutting out a lot in the recording because of the pickups. Just the pickups don't like the distortion, so yeah. I mean, I'm not like super like knowledgeable of guitar hardware, but I'm pretty sure it was just like the way the pickups were made for the guitar. It can't handle distortion. So I just realized this is also played on the Odin. I probably could switch this out with shreddage. Cause I in shreddage I like the anti-repetition articulator that's in there. Were they active? I think they were passive pickups. Pretty sure. I recorded this like a year ago, so I honestly don't even remember the entire hardware of the guitar I was playing with. Has it really been a year since I've made Lake of Solitude? I'm just gonna check real quick, just to refresh my. No, it's almost though. 10 months ago. So I think that's kind of crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, sense of me, blurred out lines of series. Pain is all I know. Havoc binds my heart of woe. Seek the vile mystery. The living past is here to perceive what is all of me. That is all of me.
Oh my god, I was belting the hell out of my out of my stomach when I was singing that singing that chorus. I have like really better control with belting nowadays. So I can like hit stuff like this pretty easily now. Get a little bit of Anton.
I'm a king in this world. It is daunting to live this story without you. Too hard to live this sorrows. No peace for I don't follow and then misconstrued. So now I have to know that I'm better. Cauterize the sinner and watch my world slip away.
Oh yeah. I'm sure if any of y'all heard the SoundCloud release, I was like, I added extra stuff to it.
To know that I'm better. Cauterize the sinner. Cause I can't sleep when you're not by my side.
Dude, I could totally like do some like choir ad libs for songs if I wanted to. I was like thinking about it when I was working on a Perdition. Speaking of which, I teased like 10 seconds of Perdition on the first stream. I know how many people are like anticipating for that release. Yeah, these gotta be reprogrammed. It's been. I like to give like credit to um like my high school teacher for encouraging me to take choir classes because before I even actually started like actual singing, I my first year uh of wanting like just getting inspired of wanting to like sing and stuff, I was actually just doing screams for a whole year. And then I wanted to do cleans, so I spent I don't even know how many years it's been now since I've been doing cleans. Oh yeah, the ending of this was so good. Like I gotta play it. I gotta play it.
Blur the lines of series. Pain is all I know. Havoc lives in my heart simple. No longer a mystery. Chaos lives in everything. That is all of me. I am all of me. All of me.
Yeah. I think some of these didn't come out right. Oh, my poor computer can't handle this song. Yeah. All right. I think I reprogrammed it. Should be good. Should be good.
See the essence of me, blurred out lines of series. Pain is all I know. Havoc binds my heart of bone.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Yes, yes, yes. Alright. I think I'm going to show off one more track, and then I'm going to start working on the Doki song. I can show you guys the placeholder stuff I got going on in there. One moment. I need the the Green Mountain song. Do I show the Green Mountain song? Okay. I will show a little bit of the Green Mountain song because I'm still working on it. I think that's one of the songs I've been holding off more than any other song on the album, so yes, I can showcase it. And then I'll showcase another song that I have in mind. And then after that song, it'll be the Doki Doki song. Just hoping FL doesn't crash. Let's hope for the best. I hope Fruity Wrapper doesn't die in the process of this. I think it's fine. Okay, it's loading. It's loading. We're good. We're all okay. Right. We'll get there. Trust. We'll get there. I gotta show this. I gotta show this real quick. Okay, hold on. It's been forever since I worked on this one too. Oh, I wonder. It's that's so true. It happens to the best of us, unfortunately. I just know the Prodigy drums are just gonna eat up my CPU if I have it playing. That's surprising. That's surprising. I'm trying to see if it's routed correctly. Also, the UI doesn't want to work sometimes, so I gotta kind of play a little bit of the playlist, get it rolling from there. Throw my one shots in here because I think these shells are sounding a little weak, in my opinion. I think, yeah, it's definitely the shells. Maybe the shells, like velocity wise, are a little weak. Not the do something about that. I'll get there. Okay, never mind. Uh, Ooh, it started dying towards the hook. No, I wanted to play this part too. So, FL Studio doesn't like FL Studio is okay when I have the drums playing somehow, but I get to the chorus and it's like, no, no, you can't play this. I'm sorry, you can't play it. I'm gonna be honest. I've never really used any of the stock stuff in FL. Maybe like before, like way before, I was like serious about like music production. Like I think I like the simplest things I would use was a limiter from FL, some of the reverb and delay plugins. Uh, I've actually never used the EQ, like the stock EQ in here. Um, but I've yeah. I also was like super horrible when it came to Sound Goodizer, even though like that plugin is eh, it's probably the worst saturation plugin I've ever used. And I used to like think it was good and you know, but it's not. It's not a good plugin. Never use Sound Goodizer on your music. No. No. Ugh. Not no. I swear, it's probably Serum. It's probably Serum, but it's weird that Serum is doing this. What I got going on here that's eating up my CPU? Can't be the wavetables, no. It's probably just serum too. No self clipper. Oh my gosh, 5 sound godizers. Oh shit. Oh man. I'm not gonna say anything about it. We'll just mute the lead that I have for serum and we'll just keep the Green Hill instrument I have from Ginny X. And I could probably play the drums with this, so it'd be alright. Yeah. Yeah, let me play this with the... I'll just mute the drums, because I feel like the drums get it.
Like final pages left to live lost in nations. Draw with no expensive like, but say it's all untrue.
I have nothing on this? What? What am I doing? Oh, I have mantra, but I have it rerouted to another mixer channel? What? What am I doing? What was I doing with this project? Oh my goodness. I have this routed to another mixer channel, but I don't know if it's actually doing anything. It didn't sound like it was doing anything. Listen, when the album comes out, y'all will get this song. Trust me. Y'all will get this song. It's a guaranteed. I know, I sound like a chipmunk for some reason. That's weird. I think I need to re-record the vocals. Let's get Howard Benson in here. Howard Benson's the GOAT. I'm going to use the Victor Borba preset as well. Oh. How do you mean? Let me see. Oh! No. No. No way. Oh my god, that'd be super unfortunate if that... Oh no. Okay, Fly, goodbye. Hope to see you again another time. Oh my god, that's so unfortunate. I'm hoping that you're able to get that resolved. Uh-oh. That sounds like a throttle issue. Yeah. Oh man, oh my god, that's so unfortunate. I'm gonna reroute this to master, see if it sounds better. Also need to turn down the volume on this.
Like final.
Why do I sound like a chipmunk? I didn't change the format on the vocals. Why do I sound like a chipmunk? Or did I? Oh, I guess I did. Or maybe I messed with the samples themselves. It's been a while since I worked on this. I did, wow. I pitch shift these. Oh yeah, right, because this was originally written in this was originally written in E minor. At least the chorus was. Everything else was like A minor. What am I doing? What was I doing with this? Alright, let me rework these. Transpose all of these notes real quick. Because I'm trying to figure out what I was doing. Don't worry, easy fix right here. This is an easy fix. Oh, I gotta show y'all the outro on this. It's really good. I think I remember when I wrote the outro. It's so good. So good, so good. Wow. Yeah, I'm just gonna make a nightcore version of this, y'all. It's gonna be... How did there's like this longest solo ever song, and Dean made like 7 different versions of the song for one little EP thing. That's probably what I'm gonna do with the nah, I'm not gonna do that with this song, but I was just thinking like let's make the original version, let's get an instrumental version, a Genesis version, nightcore, daycore version. Alright, I think it's good now. Let's play it. No, it's not. Why did I change the pitch on these? I don't know what's going on in my head. I think it's good now. Oh, I disabled the post-processing, that's why it was sounding weird. Alright, let's play it again. I want to hear the vocals.
But say it's all a treat.
Yeah. Not sure why I changed the I don't know why I transposed the song, but let me change the piano out. There was a piano here, and I think I'm missing stuff. So let's use Driller. Driller's got some really good keys. This is a $10 plugin, by the way. Super cheap, and you get all this stuff in here. I'm missing so much stuff on here. So this was one of the violins I was using. Let's make it a solo violin. Yeah, I was working on this a long time ago. Like this wasn't even gonna be originally on the album. It was going to be a Green Mountain song, and then I decided against that for personal reasons, and I wanted to make it an original song for the album. I mean, the people that have listened to the whip of this though, they're always thinking like, oh, this is the Green Mountain song, you know? I'm like, it was, it was the Green Mountain song, but it's actually original. All right, I think it's time to check out the other song I was talking about. And trust me, this one's a banger. This one's an absolute banger. You just gotta trust me. I'm gonna try to hide the project name and stuff. I want to get this song spoiled. So let me see if I can find it. Is it an OST? It is. Yeah. Oh. Yep, that's exactly what it is. That's what it is now. This one's really great though. I love this. I loved working on this. Yes. If any of you guys heard of Kane Marks on YouTube or the recent song I worked on with her, it was a Digital Circus song. She's amazing, by the way. It's like her vocals are awesome. Like she's got an amazing range. It's she just sounds good. I feel like she's like underrated as as someone who's not really known on any platforms. I'm gonna see if this can load up because I think FL is trying to find all of the stuff I recorded for it at the moment. Yes, she did amazing on this, especially when it came to like working on the ad libs too. She did amazing. I'm like curious how much I could show of this because I don't want to show the entire song. I think I'm just gonna show like uh Probably just like the guitars, cause that was like the best thing about this was working on the guitars. And guess what? They're not programmed guitars. They're actual guitars that were written that were written and recorded. It's great. I'm gonna play it right now. Oh, let's get it to play real quick. Oh, I think I'm missing a plug-in though. Yeah, I am. Because there was like a music box in that intro, and or like a some kind of like bell-like instrument. I'm gonna have to replace it with I don't know what I'm gonna replace it with. Probably Spitfire stuff. Oh god, my poor CPU is gonna tank opening this up. It is going to tank. Should I keep this as discreet, or should I tell them what this is for? Let me find there's like a miscellaneous thing for this. Don't think they'll mind. Now what about okay. So if y'all are curious what this song's for, it's for an official, yes, keyword official. It's for an official Lethal Company FNF mod. That's what this song is for. I'm trying to find a bell-like instrument in here. They have like all kinds of like stuff in here, but I'm specifically looking for looking for bells. Where are the bells at? Percussion? It might be in percussion. It's time to experiment. Okay, we're not using that. Don't worry, this won't take long. I just need to find something to. I need to find something to take the place of the music box as a placeholder. Maybe it's in sub banks. No, it's not. Where is it at? Nope. Sub banks. I'll just grab something else off the table. Right, grand pianos. Let's use shit bells. Oh, sleigh bells. No. Where? Come on. There's got to be like a glockenspiel in here, or some kind of music box that I can work with in here. I remember buying this and barely touching it. Yeah, we're just gonna use something else. Let's use Driller. Driller usually has stuff. All kinds of stuff. Let's use Driller. I still gotta figure out what's all in. Yeah, that works. For the time being. Oh yeah, there's a really cool render I did in FL Studio. You'll see right here. I'll try to play the drums, or try to get the drums to play in here. It would be cool to hear them, you know. Honestly, it might be fine. Let's play it. Let's play them. Never mind, it's not fine. I wanted to play it with the drums. No.
Expired.
Oh, I'm gonna play the rest of this.
Compelled to wear a smile, you're never really dancing alone. So stay here for a while. Let's make this tragedy lasting forevermore. There's no way to grieve you brought in this life. So hold on your hands real high for my candlelight. Let's make this tragedy lasting all life.
This part is nice. Just listen to this part. Alright. That's all I'm gonna show of this. I gotta leave the rest of it, you know, for later. for later. Yeah, this is like actually like an official thing I'm working on with with somebody that's actually in chat right now, and Zeekers, the creator of Lethal Company. And also we have Kane Marks, who did amazing on like the vocals. Yeah. What? So what was the idea behind the laughing and sobbing ad libs? Was like capturing like the character of the Mask, which is like a entity from the Lethal Company universe, and it was supposed to emphasize like the ideal characteristics behind um, comedy and tragedy. And she did amazing on it, by the way. I like her ad libs on this was like really good. Oof. I gotta save this part for when it comes out, because it's gonna be mind blowing. Uh-oh. Be right back. Struggle how to move the song forward. Um, if you really want to like structure out a song, take it by like instrumentally, take it by like verse to. I mean, there's many different ways you can structure out a song instrumentally. You can make one section like 8 to 16 bars, and then move on to the next section. And you can make them based on like a verse. You can make it a hook for the song. Like just there's just endless possibilities to building a song. I would just say experiment.
Compelled to wear a smile, you're never really dancing alone. So stay here for a while. Let's make this tragedy lasting forevermore. It's the way the grief you brought in this life. So hold up your heads real high for my candlelight. Let's make this tragedy lasting all love.
Oh, this is gonna be great. Oh yeah, if you listen to the chorus, there's a familiar melody that plays. I mean, you can hear it in the actual like lyrics too, but there's a familiar melody that plays in the chorus. Yep. Yes, the melody that I had in my head when writing this chorus. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yep. It's Daisy Bell. I feel like it's pretty like straightforward. It's pretty universal for anyone to know what Daisy Bell is. You just hear it in the chorus. This is gonna be awesome when it comes out. I have I don't know if I'm allowed to, if I have to be discreet about it, but there's actually someone here in chat that's like full-fledged animating this for the mod. And let's just say I've seen some whips. It's yeah. I've seen some whips. They're pretty cool, I gotta say. I'm honestly like super stoked for y'all to get a chance to see it and play the mod, of course, when it comes out. Yeah, I gotta hold off the rest of this. I don't want y'all to hear the rest of this yet. Once we start actually getting like teaser promos and stuff out, then we could get more in depth with this project in particular. I think now is time to move on to the Doki Doki song. So the placeholder lyrics, like just as a disclaimer before we get in here, they came from they came from an original rendition of this Doki song I'm working on. So I don't know, the lyrics, they might not even work for what I'm going for with this track. But you guys let me know if I mean if they do somehow. I think I remember writing Japanese lyrics too. I had a synth V producer help me translate them. Um, some of the lyrics are Japanese. So does it have a proper name? Um, I'm not entirely sure what the title's gonna be yet. I uh, I made the title. Uh, I called it One Way Out because uh, I think just because of all the like the what is it? I don't know what character it is in the game, or if it's all the characters in the game they interact with, and they're like, I don't think I could say it on stream. They're problematic. Let's just say that. I'm trying to figure out like the context of why I called it One Way Out, but I think it's problematic to say on stream, so I'm not gonna say it.
Synthetic halos, such static smile. Count my syllables like since you're not so bright. You parasite, unlived much measuring. Though this time I've left blessed, I've carved its meaning for those only knowing artists as such. Define my own art and shade it as your virtue of less. 言いにくにも君はそれまで振るってはくれ不を書き直え罪罪の想いを知る身に負けられないまだ君は誰にも会えないような本読んでいても同じページじゃない Perfection 君ので Reflection 偶然にそうなって僕も意味を落としてゆく壊れた僕のせいじゃこのクラスは壊れてるだけ
Yeah. Like I said, these are just placeholders for the time being. I think I'm still gonna use the same melody structure I have already and kind of rewrite a lot. I think the original lyrics, uh, the original lyrics I wrote for the original version of whatever song I was gonna make it before I decided to turn it into a Doki song. The original lyrics were made to, I mean, ugh. The original lyrics were made to mock FNF musicians, and specifically musicians that FNF musicians that like write write lyrics for their FNF songs. And I'm saying not loosely off of like musicians for like mods and stuff. I'm saying like the like with lyrics musicians. God, I wrote this like forever ago though, so sometimes when I listen to it, it's like super corny. I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of being a hypocrite myself because I've kind of done that stuff in the background too. So um, I think I've been using May for for when I first started out using synthesizer 5 because I was like experimenting with the program and seeing I liked it. And since May is like a free, well, is one of the free voice banks you can get with synthesizer 5, that's who I have been using for like the longest time. And then I got a little bit more familiar with the way the vocal synthesis works in that program, and I started buying other voice banks like Havoc and Gumi. Um, Probably considering getting Tattoo soon. Yeah, maybe in the future project I'll use May, but I've been using mainly Gumi and Havoc for the time being. Or yeah, it's my. Yeah. I've heard people pronounced the voice bank as may or my. Still kind of like figuring out what else could I do instrumentally with this. Ooh, I got a idea. No, I don't want to use this same channel for that. Just clone this, and then if I remember right, it was a flute or a piccolo. That's like one of the main instruments of the game OST. See if I can incorporate something here. I'm gonna try this out. If I remember how the portamento programming works on these notes, I think I make this a slide note. No. Make this a slide note. Yeah, there we go. Why is there stuff being played in? That's so weird. At the end of the hunger, Miku shouts at the end. Who did Miku's voice? Uh, I actually, I was the one that, made the Miku render through, Vocaloid 6. I think it was with her version 4 voice bank. Because I have version 3 and version 4. Whoa. Okay. I realize what's happening now. I realize what's happening. A Miku song? It's very, maybe in the future. Maybe. Huge maybe. I don't know. There probably will be a Miku song in the future. I'm just not sure what it'll be for. I'm kind of like branding Vocaloid stuff, so uh, perchance there will be a Miku song in the future. It's getting close to. We're getting close to concluding the stream, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. But I hope y'all liked sticking around and getting to check these streams out, because you get to see, you get to see all the behind the scenes stuff I'm working on. I want my audience to get a taste of what's happening. So yeah, there'll probably be another stream later this week, so I would just say stay tuned for that if you want to stick around. But yes, I will be concluding it here. So I hope y'all have good night, good morning, good afternoon, and I will see y'all